Saturday, we read from the 2 Samuel chapter 12. The Lord sent Nathan to David. When he came to him, Nathan said, "Judge this case for me." In a certain town, there were two men, one rich, the other poor. The rich man had flocks and herds in great numbers, but the poor man had nothing to eat. All right. Except one little ewe, had nothing at all, nothing at all, not eat, except one little ewe lamb that he had bought. He nourished her. She grew up with him and his children. She shared the little food he had, drank from his cup, and slept in his bosom. She was like a daughter to him. Now the rich man received the visitor, but he would not take from his own flocks and herds, prepare a meal for the wayfarer who had come to him. Instead, he took the poor man's ewe lamb and made a meal of it for his visitor. When David grew angry with that man and said to him, "As the Lord lives, that man who has done this merits death. He shall restore the ewe lamb fourfold. He has done this and has no pity." Then Nathan said to David, "You are the man." And that's what the word of the Lord. Thanks be. So I know you're familiar with the story that David, he slept with Bathsheba. Bathsheba was married to Uriah. And, well, Bathsheba told him that now she was pregnant with a child. And David said, "Whoa, I got to do something here." And so Uriah was a husband. He was a soldier. And he told the commanders, put him in the front line, I actually tried to get Uriah to come home, spend time with his wife. But he wouldn't sleep with her. He slept outside. He said, "How can I sleep, comfortably when my men out in the fields, they're in the midst of a battle?" So I couldn't. He wouldn't do it. Another time, David tried to give him a lot of alcohol, drink him, and but he still wouldn't go. Finally, he contacted his commanders. He told, "Put Uriah in the front lines and then pull back," which they did, and he was slain. He was killed. And so now Nathan knows this. Nathan, here we have here one of the first parables we have in the New Old Testament. So frequent with Jesus here is a parable, and he corners David. David, you took Uriah's wife. He didn't have much. You, because you're the king, you have had, let's face it, anyone's accessible to you, have all you want, and then some. And yet you took this man's wife. David sees that, and he said, "Oh." And then Nathan tells him, "Well, you're the man." David repented, though. David repented. That's one thing about David. He made a mistake, but he acknowledged it. He didn't excuse it. He didn't blame others. He accepted it, and he fasted and prayed. He accepted it. And so we too, then, maybe like David, we may make mistakes, but don't blame, don't make excuses. Say, "I was wrong, I sinned," and God will forgive, as God forgave David as well. God bless you.